Per capita is like, you know, capital punishment, right, guys? Capital punishment. Capital punishment is like, capita is like a person. So per person, here. Am I right, people? Can you Google that? That's how I understand capita.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Oh, per
Okay.
person. Okay. Invective. Oh, I saw her. She Googled the word invective. You know, an invective is like a curse or like, you know, right, Amy?
Yes, sir.
Invective is like Duterte, something like that. Constantly uh he constantly utters all sorts of invectives. In other words, nagmumura siya. There.
Mm.
Invective.
I think I used that word in one of your free essays, sir, last week.
Oh,
That's why
did I
I
check it
checked for
already?
this. Yes, sir. You check it already, sir.
Okay. Invective. There. Per capita water usage has been in an upward trend for many years. As countries industrialize and their citizens become more prosperous, their individual water usage increases rapidly. Annual per capita water withdrawals in the USA, for example, are about 1,700 cubic meters, 4 times the level in China and 50 times the level in Ethiopia. Because they're so rich, you know. In the
Yeah.
21st century, the world's limited, so that's now, right? This is the 21st century. The world's limited supply of renewable fresh water is having to meet demands of both larger total population and increased per capita consumption. So it's really what's the term for that? It's really like um it's like the devil in the deep blue sea. There you have larger population and each person is using more water. The only practicable ways to resolve this problem is in the longer term are economic pricing in conjunction with conservation measures. Huh. Let's make water like 100 pesos per liter. Just like gasoline. Okay. So what's that, guys? Number one, American water withdrawal.
No.
Possible. Number two, economic pricing. Possible. Number three, what the future holds. I don't think it talked about the future. Successful measures taken by some. Nothing. The role of research, no. The thirsty sectors, no. Ways of reducing waste, no. Interdependence of natural resources, no. The demands of development, possible.
It could be, sir.
Yeah. The consequences for agriculture, I don't think that's the one.
No.
So guys, it can be 1, 2, or 9. What do you think? I
9,
think
sir.
an answer. 9.
As countries industrialize, so it's developing, sir,
Yeah,
and their citizens become more prosperous.
right. They begin buying bathtubs.
Yeah, they're individual.
Yeah.
They should buy tabu, sir. Tabu.
Yeah, and then they begin playing golf. You know, golf courses, they use up a lot of water. So they begin playing golf a lot. I don't think it's American water withdrawal. It mentioned it, right, guys?
Yeah, it's here because in the USA, sir.
Yeah. Why isn't it number one?
Because it's necessary. It doesn't focus on the American water withdrawal and its consequences. So it's just talks of America as just to indicate it as a trapper for us. But the main focus is on the growing population
Right.
and the demands.
Yeah,
It's like
correct.
these are the examples over here, and
Mention
this
of
is the
America
definition.
is an example. It's not really all about America, right? It's really all
Mhm.
about how development has resulted in more water consumption. It's not really about America as an example. And then economic pricing, why can't we mention that? It
Economic
was mentioned in
pricing.
the end. What do you think?
It's just the solution, but it
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
focus on that.
Yeah, it just mentioned it, but it did not elaborate on it, right,
Yeah.
guys?
Yes, sir.
There's
Yeah.
no
This is the
elaboration.
problem, and this is the solution. So more of
Yeah,
the focus is here.
yeah.
Topic
So
sentence
economic
is
pricing
just
was mentioned, but it wasn't detailed, spelled out, or elaborated. So it can't be that. So one and two are trappers, guys.
yes, sir.
Yeah, because people. It happened to me a lot when I was still not so good with reading. I would fall for those traps. Okay, but we don't know yet, guys. Maybe we're wrong, but I'm sure that's nine. The demands of development.
Mm.
Okay, so Amy, I think we can now go down.
Okay, sir. Let's go down.
Okay.
Mm.
Individual water usage is rising dramatically as people living in industrialized country become increasingly, I think that's still in A. What's the answer? It's there in A.
Two words. Two words.
No more than two words.
Prosperous.
Yeah, prosperous.
Prosperous. Okay. Uy, that's
Um,
another name for rich. Ooh, we should include that in our reviewer. What do we use for rich? People with deep pockets, the wealthy, the affluent,
Up, opulent, sir. Opulent.
opulent,
Affluent.
the decadent, prosperous. Yeah,
Person with a silver spoon.
those born with a silver spoon. There,
Yeah. Born with silver
prosperous.
spoon.
Let's add that tomorrow, guys. There, as well as increased consumption per capita. A growing demand for fresh water is due to a bigger global blank than in the past. I think I saw that also. What's the answer? It's there in A. There, Amy highlighted it. There, do you see increased per capita consumption second to the
demands,
yeah bigger global what?
population, or
What's your answer, Amy?
total population.
Global to bigger than in the past.
So those are the two, right? To meet demands of both larger total population and increased capita per capita consumption. So what's the first one?
Total population, sir.
Than in the past. Could it be demand or
Can
population?
be, could be demands or total population.
Yes,
Okay,
as well
so
as
I
an
think
increase.
bigger
The
is
demand is here, sir.
Oh, the demand is there.
that's demand.
Total
Okay,
population.
okay,
Sir,
population. Okay. Ooh, she has an eraser. So it's population. The only way to control this increase in demands is to charge high prices for water. So that's economic pricing, guys, while also promoting conservation measures. Improvements in irrigation systems and industrial processes could dramatically increase the
We cannot.
efficiency of water use. Let's read that, guys. We are now in B. Okay, agriculture consumes about 70% of the world's fresh water. So improvements in irrigation can make the greatest impact. At present, average efficiency in the use of irrigated water in agriculture may be as low as 50%. Simple changes could improve the rate substantially, though it is unrealistic to expect very high levels of water use efficiency in many developing countries. faced as they are with a chronic lack of capital and largely untrained rural workforce. Huh. Money, money, money. After agriculture, industry is the second biggest user of water. And in terms of value added per liter used, it's 60 times more productive than agriculture. Yeah, there's a lot more money in industry, guys, than agriculture. However, some industrial processes use vast amounts of water. For example, production of 1 kilogram of aluminum might require 1,500 liters of water. Paper production too is often very water intensive.
Mm.
Though new processes have greatly reduced consumption, there's still plenty of room for big savings in industrial uses of water. So what's B, guys?
Thirsty.
Uh, so it's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four, it's not five. Whoa, looks like number six, the thirsty sectors. 7 ways of reducing waste. I think they're interdependence of national and the consequences for agriculture. I think 10 is a trapper.
Yes, 10 is
It's
Because
not
this
just,
is the first agriculture.
yeah, it's not just all about agriculture. It's all about agriculture
Agriculture
and
and industry.
industry. So
six.
I think it's really six, the thirsty sectors.
Uhaw
Here.
na uhaw.
Uhaw na uhaw. Here. So, okay. Oh, that came out already. And then let's read the rest. There are examples of industries in some rich countries that have reduced their consumption rates through price increases. I think that's in paragraph C already. The application of blank and recycling. But in agriculture and domestic sectors, domestic is household, right? The price of water is still subsidized. So it is not regarded as a commodity that people need to pay a realistic price for. Oh, okay. So let's read C, guys. The application of what? In rich countries, water consumption has gradually been slowed down by price increases in the use of modern technology and recycling. In the USA, industrial production has risen fourfold. Yeah, man, you're so industrialized, USA, since 1950, while water consumption has fallen by more than a third. Wow, so efficient. Japan and Germany, so industrialized, have similarly improved their use of water in manufacturing processes. Japanese industry, for example, now recycles more than 75% of processed water. However, industrial water consumption is continuing to increase sharply in developing countries. Ugh, they have no money. With domestic and agriculture demands also increasing, the capacity of water supply systems is under growing strain. We are one of them, guys. Water is a problem.
Developing.
Yeah. In fact, I heard already in the news that it's gonna be a tough summer because the rains have, I mean, the dams, thingy. Okay, Martha is entering the waiting room. Okay, so what is C about one American water withdrawal
Maybe.
through economic pricing? Possible, guys.
Maybe.
Excuse me. Could be.
Yeah, it's in the first sentence. Then three, what the future holds? No. Four, successful measures taken by
Yes.
some.
It can be, sir.
Possible also, guys.
Because it mentioned three,
Three
increasing of
countries.
prices, use of
Mm-hmm.
technology, and recycling.
Okay. 5, the role of research. No. 7, ways of reducing waste. It did not detail waste. 8, interdependence of natural resources. No. 10, the consequences for agriculture.
Hmm.
It could be
Yeah.
4. It could be 2. So let's just choose between the two later, guys. Let's just have 2 answers. 2 and 4. Right, guys? Amy, yeah, it's either 2 or 4. So we
I
have 2.
would go for 4, sir.
I would also go for 4. I don't think.
How about the others pala, sir? Sorry.
Yeah, what do you think?
Guys, what do you think?
Or also.
Yeah, I don't think the pricing is really talked about much, right?
They just mentioned it, sir.
They just mentioned it in the top.
Uh,
It's really more about the measures, right?
Yeah, it
Mm.
They
doesn't say.
expound. They expound.
I think 4 is the better answer. Even though
Yeah,
economic pricing was mentioned, I think that's another trapper.
yeah,
Mm.
because in the first sentence, it even says water consumption has gradually been slowed down by pricing and use of modern technology.
Modern
So those are,
technology and recycling. Yeah,
yes,
so it's not just all about pricing.
Mm.
yes.
Okay, then let's go down, guys. What's that blank? The application of blank and recycling. Oh, what's that? It's there. It's there.
Wait,
Modern
sir.
technology, sir.
Price increases,
Mm,
recycling. Modern.
modern technology. No more than 2 words, right?
Modern
Yes,
technology.
sir.
Modern technology.
The synonym is the application. So,
Yeah, the application is the use. Okay. The use of modern technology. All right. Okay. Then let's move down to the next paragraph. Other ways of protecting supplies are to reduce water loss resulting from blank. Okay. In the supply systems and to find ways of utilizing used water. Okay, let's read D, guys. Many experts believe that the best way to counter this trend is to impose water charges. Whoa, that's the one, guys. That's economic
pricing.
pricing based on the real cost of supplies. This would provide a powerful incentive for consumers to introduce water-saving processes and recycling. Few governments charge realistic prices for water, especially to farmers. Even in rich California, farmers get water for less than a tenth of the cost of supply. In many developing countries, there is virtually no charge for irrigation water, while energy prices are heavily subsidized. 2, which means that the farmers can afford to run water pumps day and night. Aww. Water, which was once regarded as a free gift from heaven, is becoming a commodity which must be bought and sold in the open market, just like oil. In the oil industry, the price increases, which hit the market in the 1970s, coupled with concerns that supplies were running low, led to a new energy conservation measures all over the world. It was realized that investing in new sources was a far more costly option than improving efficiency of use. A similar emphasis on conservation will be the best and cheapest option for bridging the gap between water supply and demand. Alam mo, it's easier said than done, guys. That's a political issue. Eh. I don't think people are gonna like that. Yeah, can you imagine making water the same price as gas? I mean, oil. That's a political issue. It's hard to implement that. So I think that's clearly, what do you think? That's clearly,
2.
what do you think? I mean, it's really talking about prices, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer, guys?
2.
Paolo is 2. What about the rest?
2 din ako, sir.
2 also. You know, it's like traffic, guys. Some roads, like EDSA, they're really valuable. But, that's how economics works. If it's valuable, people have to pay for it. You know, but you can't do that because people are just gonna complain. That's why the traffic is never solved. We should have a toll plaza for EDSA. Why do we have toll plazas for, right, SCTEX and NLEX, where there are fewer cars? Right, guys? But EDSA is free. Doesn't make sense. Okay, anyway, other ways of protecting supplies are to reduce water loss resulting from blank in the supply systems and to find ways of utilizing used water. Did it mention that?
I think it's here in the next
Maybe it's
paragraph,
in
sir.
E. One way to cut back on water consumption is simply to prevent leaks. Okay. It's estimated in that some of the biggest cities of the third world, more than half of the water entering the system is lost through leaks in pipes, dripping taps, and broken installations. Yeah, you charge it 100 per liter, they're gonna fix the faucet. Even in the UK, losses were estimated at 25% in the early 1990s because of the failure to maintain the antiquated water supply infrastructure. In addition, huge quantities of water are consumed because used water from sewage pipes, storm drains, and factories is merely flushed away and discharged into rivers or the sea. The modern approach, however, is to see used water as a resource which can be put to good use, either in irrigation or after careful treatment as recycled domestic water. Israel, for instance, has spent heavily on used water treatment. Soon, treated recycled water will account for most farm irrigation there. There are other examples in cities such as St. Petersburg, Florida, where all municipal water is recycled back into domestic systems. Again, that's money, guys. That entails a lot of money. Yeah. What if you don't have money? So what's the answer, guys?
Leaks.
Water loss resulting from
Leaks.
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 leaks. Okay. Leaks in the supply system and to find ways of utilizing used water. Longer term measures such improve environmental blank. I think that's in the next paragraph yet. Right, guys? Let's go to E first, Amy.
Okay, sir.
E.
7.
Yeah, it looks like, what do you think? Looks like 7. Ways of
Preventing
reducing.
leaks, sir. Then
Yeah,
the
leaks.
modern approach here.
Yeah, that's like the water filtration system or something.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, all the water that are thrown in the rivers, yeah, let's just treat them and cycle them back into the system. Anyway, all the water that we have is actually from them, from there, right, guys?
Mm-mm. Yes, sir.
Agree, 7.
Guys, do you agree?
I don't think it's 3. Research, I don't think it's about research. Yeah, it's all about reducing waste. Okay. Then F, 2 more paragraphs. Another way of conserving water resources involves better management of the oh, that's the one. Environment generally. Interference with the ecosystem can have a severe effect on both local rainfall patterns and water runoff. Forest clearings associated with India's Kabini Dam project reduced local rainfall by 25%. Don't cut the forest. A phenomenon observed in various other parts of the world where large-scale deforestation has taken place. Grass and other vegetation acts as a sponge which absorbs rainfall both in the plants and in the ground. Removal of the vegetation means that rainfall runs off the top of the land, accelerating erosion instead of being gradually fed into the soil to renew groundwater. Oh, okay. So, what's that, guys?
8, sir.
Yeah, looks like 8.
Mm.
Interdependence of natural resources.
Like
How
you
nice.
mentioned about grass and vegetation in here.
Yeah. How nice IELTS is, no, guys? We learned so much from it. So,
Yeah,
8.
yes, sir.
Yeah. And then let's go down. What's the answer down there?
Management. Management.
Improve environmental.
Yes,
Management.
yes. Improve
That
better.
looks like management. Would protect the ecosystem and ensure the replenishment of groundwater for future generations. Without such measures, future supplies are uncertain, especially when global warming, there you go, is expected to interfere with rainfall patterns and to worsen the already blah blah blah. That's in G. Okay, global warming is bound to affect rainfall patterns. Oh man, that's the big problem. Though there is considerable disagreement about its precise effects. But it is likely that as sea levels rise, countries in low-lying coastal areas will be hit by seawater penetration of groundwater. That's what happened in Pakistan just a few months back, right, guys? 30% of the country was inundated. New Zealand has another type cyclone. They call it a cyclone. Why is New Zealand suddenly being hit by cyclones? Other countries will experience changes in rainfall, which could have a major impact on agricultural yield, either for better or for worse. In broad terms, it is thought that rainfall zones will shift northwards, adding to the water deficit in Africa. What about the animals in Africa? Come on, man. Yeah, the Middle East and the Mediterranean, a grim prospect indeed. Ah, okay, without such measures, future supplies are uncertain, especially when global warming is expected to interfere with rainfall patterns and to worsen the blank. Worsen the what?
Agricultural yield chart.
Agricultural yield.
Agricultural yield na. Yeah, that's the big problem. Agricultural yield. Yeah, the typhoons that hit the Philippines, in the Visayas and Mindanao, guys. Last month in December. There. It's not the typhoon season, but That's what happened. And then, so that's clearly, I see it's already
3,
done.
sir.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
wait, I think there's another possible answer, guys. Which one is it? Could be 10. Okay. So I think it's 3. Why is it not 10?
Because it is an example, sir,
Uh,
of like the global warming.
Bound to affect, sir.
it's just one of the examples. The other example is sea level rise. The other one is agricultural yield. Yeah, I think that's really 3. What the future holds. Yeah. Oh, how sad. Okay, I think we should wage a war so that half of humanity will die.
Grabe siya.
Yeah, and so we're not gonna have water problems. Yay!
Ang talino talaga ni sir.
Yeah, I mean, let's just drop some bombs in North Korea or something. Yahoo! There. So, was it 3? Yeah, it was 3. Oh my God, we got 40 wrong, guys. Oh my God,
Huh?
that's a trapper.
Wait, sir. That
So 9, 6,
2,
4,
6,
2,
8,
7, 8, and 3. Oh, we got 40. Damn, that's so trapper.
Why?
Why? Let's look for that. Come on, man.
What page is this? Sorry,
Water
sir.
deficit.
Uh,
What page was that?
let's look for it.
Here. The water crisis. Okay. Especially when global warming is expected to interfere with rainfall patterns and to worsen the. Why is it not that? Agricultural yield already suffered by many countries today. Ooh. Okay.
Where is that?
So
H2O
the critical
deficit.
phrase is already suffered by many countries today. Where is that?
It's here, sir. Many countries.
That's the one. Come on, it's such a trapper.
Yeah, it
Damn.
mentioned like about countries over
Africa,
here.
dami. So I guess the lesson is let's continue to read the sentence, right, guys? Let's read it all so that we'll get better context. We fell for that trap, man. I hate it. Oh, we fell for that
8.5.
trap. 8.5. Oh, we did not perfect it. Damn.
Oh, sad.
Sad. I'm so sad. We scored one mistake. How terribly disappointing. I feel like I'm such a failure. I answer, yeah, sometimes that happens quite a lot. I answer right away. So that's a lesson, right, guys? It's a lesson
Yes,
for
sir.
us. Okay, go to the title, Amy. Here. It's a lesson for us. Yeah, what's gonna happen to all the lions in Africa, and the elephants? Come on, man. Dear. Okay.
The rhino, sir.
Yeah, the rhinos and the giraffes and the leopards and the cheetahs. What's gonna happen to them? Come on, man. Save water, guys.
Okay, sir, I will not take a bath.
Don't take a bath.
Yeah, why do you have to think about everything? What's wrong with you? Screenshot, please, guys. Screenshot,
Guys,
please.
pa-screenshot po.
Send to me, please. Yeah, because I heard the Filipinos, even when they're abroad, they take a bath every day. Come on, man. You don't need to take a bath every day. It's so cold. And then, can you imagine you're using hot water? So that's more energy. Come on. I
Are
mean,
you
you're
done, guys?
screenshot done. Screenshot is done. People, Cindy, send. Cindy. I think people are sleeping. Wait, let me take the screenshot myself.
Okay, sir. Okay, sorry.
Aw. Okay, I think this is our lesson for the day, guys. Let's save the other one for tomorrow. Because I like this. We learned so much from it already. Let's reflect on this one. Come on, guys. You don't need to
We
think
should
about
learn
it
from our
today.
mistakes.
Yeah, you're too clean, people. Yeah, especially when you get abroad. Come on, there's no work anyway. You're just at home all day. Maybe you shouldn't think of that anymore. Okay.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, we gotta prioritize the earth rather than our,
Wait, sir, I haven't stopped the recording.
stop the recording. Okay.